Ok, hello anh em, lại tụi phải đây đây. À, hôm nay giới thiệu với anh em một cái con game nó có tên là Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Thì chắc các anh em cũng biết là cái con game The Stanley Parable nó là cũng khá là lâu rồi, từ năm 2018 lận. Đó thì hôm nay thì tôi thật ra cái con này nó cái con mà Ultra Deluxe này nè, nó cũng ra được mấy hôm rồi. Thì tôi thấy và thì tôi cũng tải về. Thì bây giờ mới chơi được. Thì cái con Stanley Parable này nó năm 2018 rồi, theo tôi nhớ là năm 2018. Nó cũng khá là lâu rồi, nhưng mà bây giờ thì mấy hôm nay nó ra thêm một cái bản mở rộng nữa, thì không biết là nó có cái gì. Thì cái đợt vừa cũng hình như cũng được cỡ một năm trước thì tôi có chơi cái con này. Lúc đó là chơi nó không có sâu lắm, lúc đó mình đang chơi thì đang trải nghiệm. Thì cái team tôi lúc đó còn Hưng với Bầu á, thì nó còn chơi với mình á, nó còn chơi chung. Tụi nó bây giờ là tụi nó bận quá rồi, thì tụi nó sắp chuẩn bị thằng thì đang phải cày để mà chuẩn bị lấy vợ, còn một thằng thì đang là có người yêu, nên là bây giờ là không còn chơi nữa, ít chơi lắm, bận công việc nữa. Thành ra là cái lúc thời điểm đó là nó rảnh á, lúc đó như là trước đó chưa có dịch, thì tôi đang chơi thì nguyên cái đám hai đứa nó thì nó cũng vô chơi, nên là mình stream thì nó cũng được tiếng mấy. Thì thường một buổi stream với tôi khoảng tiếng mấy thôi, một con game. Nên là cái lúc đó là chơi cũng không có nhiều. Thì bây giờ thấy cái con Parable này, và bây giờ thì mình cũng là rảnh. Và hôm nay thì trời mưa dông quá, từ lúc hồi nãy quá mưa dông luôn, dông khúc ở nhà tôi không biết ở trên cái khu ở quận nhất thành phố, ở trung tâm như thế nào, nhưng mà ở khu nhà tôi thì nó dông gió kinh khủng luôn, mà mưa lớn lắm. Thì chợt nhớ ra là mình có con game này. Thì còn tôi định là stream đang like, nhưng mà đang like thì bây giờ là cái hệ thống của cái tôi thuê ạt nó đang bị bảo trì rồi, nên không có chơi được. Thôi thì mình còn những con game nào mình chưa chơi mình chơi. Thì cái bản Deluxe này tôi thấy nó không biết là nó có gì mới hay không, thì giới thiệu với anh em mà cùng trải nghiệm. Thì để nói sơ qua game này á, là một con game kiểu tương đối là nhẹ nhàng đó. Nó chỉ là cái gì lựa chọn tình huống và để mình đi thôi. Và tôi không biết là nó có cái kết hay không thì tôi không biết, nhưng mà chơi thì nó một là mình nghe theo chỉ dẫn, hai là hoặc là không nghe theo cái chỉ dẫn đó. Những con game mà mình chơi mình phải nghe theo chỉ dẫn như mình ấy, hoặc là mình có quyền chọn không nghe theo chỉ dẫn để mình làm luôn. Đó, nó là cái cũng lạ của con game này. Thì bây giờ ở đây nó có chọn ngôn ngữ, mình thì lại là rất là ngu tiếng Anh, mà bây giờ nó lại không có tiếng Việt. Nó thêm tại sao mà thêm cái tiếng Việt không? Ở đây những cái ngành công nghiệp mà của game mà nhiều người biết tới, để mà hay làm những cái tiếng như tiếng Anh là phổ biến rồi, nhưng mà có tiếng Pháp nè, tiếng Tây Ban Nha, tiếng Ý, rồi tiếng Nga. Tôi nghĩ biết phải này tiếng Nga, không biết này chắc tiếng Đức này. Đó thì toàn là những cái nước ở châu Âu thôi, nước có ngoài nước tiếng Anh toàn là nước châu Âu thôi. Đó, nó không có tiếng Việt cho mình đỡ. Chứ Việt Nam mình là cũng một trong những cái cường quốc mà chơi game bản quyền đỉnh cao của các anh em, các chiến sĩ, có game thủ, bây giờ xứng đáng với các cường quốc Nam Châu, giành rất nhiều giải thưởng trong ngành công nghiệp game, SEA Games ở đây mà. Ok thôi mình vào nhé, chỉ có giờ chọn tiếng Việt thôi, chứ ở đây nó có sub không sub thì mà không có tiếng Anh, có tiếng Anh chứ không có tiếng Việt. Mình đã chơi Stanley Parable before chưa? Thì bây giờ á, là tôi chơi có một đoạn thôi, tôi cũng không biết nhiều lắm, cho nên cứ coi như là tôi chưa chơi đi. Thì tôi cứ bấm no đi ha, để mình có chơi rồi thì mình cũng không biết là nó không có biết nhiều lắm. Tôi cũng hiện tại hả, bây giờ là 9 giờ 50, 9 giờ 52 đó, đúng không? Cho 53 luôn. Ok. Chà, game này giờ còn có chỉnh giờ hiện tại nữa. Ok, mình có thể chọn những cái menu ở ngoài, những cái setting trong cái menu. Bắt đầu game. Cái gì mà nghe âm thanh rồi giống như mình đi làm công sở vậy. Giờ này tôi muốn chơi game chứ tôi đâu có muốn làm văn phòng nữa đâu. Nhưng mà trong có một cái máy tính thì nó lại là cái này gọi là cái phòng lập nè. Cái máy tính này có mình, xong rồi lại là một cái menu trong máy tính, rồi lại là cái bàn. Ok, be vô thôi, không có phải lằng nhằng nữa, nhưng mà hay ha. Mình ngồi một cái máy tính xong rồi giống như là ở trong game là một mình ngồi đó. Đây là một câu chuyện của một người tên là một ông tên là Stanley. Stanley làm ở một cái công ty trong một cái tòa nhà. Trong cái phòng nhân viên có số là 424, công việc khá là đơn giản thôi, ngồi trong cái bàn phòng 427 nhấn nút mỗi ngày. Và có một cái camera kêu cái thanh niên này là cứ nhấn cái nút gì mà cần nhấn thôi. Đây là những gì mà của nhân viên 427 làm mỗi ngày, mỗi tháng và mỗi năm.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy á? Có chắc là happy không?
And then one day something very peculiar happened.
Có một vài
something that
sự
would
kiện khá
forever
là bất
change
thường diễn
Stanley.
ra.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour
Sự kiện bất
when he
thường đó là Stanley
realized that
không bao
not
giờ quên.
one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Không có chỉ dẫn
call a
nào đưa
meeting,
cho anh ta nữa.
or even say
Và không có
hi.
những đồng nghiệp
Never
nào đi
in
đến
all
công ty
his
hết.
years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Đây chắc là một
Something
cái ảo
was
giác nào
very
đó.
clearly wrong.
Đây là cái sự kiện mà
Shocked,
công ty không bao giờ diễn
frozen
ra đâu.
solid,
Thanh niên
Stanley
này
found himself unable
đang
to
sốc,
move for the longest
đứng hình.
time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his
Và
office.
sau đó tới thanh niên này đứng dậy ra khỏi văn phòng á. Bây giờ đang là mấy giờ vậy? Đồng hồ thì cái kim 11 giờ 4 phút hả? Ủa sao giờ này còn đi 11 giờ sáng hả? Chắc là 11 giờ sáng, giờ này còn làm. Stanley ngày hôm nay không có một cái chỉ dẫn nào hết. Thì ở trong văn phòng này có một cái camera là đưa ra lệnh cho Stanley là cứ bấm theo những gì mà Stanley cần bấm. Và Stanley thấy đó là một cái việc mà mỗi ngày mà anh ấy chấp nhận làm, mà anh ấy happy vì điều đó. Nhưng mà bây giờ thì hôm nay là một cái sự kiện khá là đặc biệt. Là tôi bật Unikey. Không, I had wait what? Có một cái ly ghi là I had Monday á. Phải không? Đúng rồi, tôi ghét thứ hai. Tức là sao? Tôi không muốn đi làm, thứ hai là phải đi làm. Stanley bắt đầu đứng dậy, bước ra khỏi phòng. Nếu như một người bình thường á, chúng ta sẽ là nghe theo. Nhưng với những đứa chướng á, ví dụ như cái câu nãy Stanley happy. Tại sao Stanley happy? Khó chịu liền, chướng liền. Sao biết được? Đó là một người nghi ngờ và đầy cảm xúc. Nhưng mà nếu như bây giờ mình có thể tương tác được. Và nếu như một đứa chướng á, kêu vậy đứng dậy và đi ra, mình không ra thì sao? Không ra thì làm gì nhau? Và đồng hồ á vẫn cứ tiếp tục quay. Ủa sao mình lại bấm chuột mà nó đi vậy ta? Bấm chuột trái cho phải là nó đi. Bây giờ Stanley không đi ra luôn thì làm gì Stanley? Đồng hồ nó cứ qua 11 giờ chưa ta? Đồng hồ vẫn không nhúc nhích. Và tôi cứ đứng đây mãi thì không có bất kỳ một sự kiện nào diễn ra cả. Tất cả các phòng đều đóng.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Chắc là quên một cái buổi ghi chú nào đó, chẳng hạn như là hôm nay có thể là có họp. Các đồng nghiệp họ đều mất tích và cái phòng mình tự đóng. Nhưng mà tôi không muốn đi ra, nhưng mà nó không có diễn ra bất kỳ gì. Nhân viên đâu?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Dù Stanley có nhìn cỡ nào thì cũng chả có ai nữa. À, tắt máy tính giùm à. Hết nè. Ồ, thanh niên này chắc là nhân viên 432 này không có.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Không có bất kỳ sự khác biệt nào, mặc
the story in any way.
Dù chạm bất kỳ mọi thứ, đây không phải là lợi thế của trong cái câu chuyện này. Meeting room. Meeting room ở đâu? Một cái tòa nhà với rất nhiều cái ly ghét đi làm. Ai cũng ghét thứ hai, kể cả mình cái ly. Nhưng mà tại sao lại nói mình happy nhỉ? Có thể là hôm...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Khi mình tới cái phòng lựa chọn thì cái người nói chuyện, dẫn chuyện ghi là tới cái cửa bên trái. Tới cái cửa bên trái và cái cửa bên phải. Ở đây có hai cái cửa. Tình thế là chúng ta rất là nghe lời hay là mình không nghe lời. Nhưng mà không, tôi sẽ đi cửa bên phải.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Stanley biết là đây không phải là cái đường
by the
tới.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Stanley là biết cái đường, đây là cái đường không phải tới phòng họp đâu. Stanley biết rõ luôn, nhưng mà Stanley vẫn đi.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Stanley đứng đây và uống mọi thứ.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Cái phòng này.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Tại sao mình vẫn ở đây? Stanley vẫn cứ nằng nặc ở đây. Mà cái phòng đấy chán.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room
cuối cùng
and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Cái cửa đầu tiên bên tay trái để trở về.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Stanley không nghe theo chỉ dẫn. Cũng may mắn là Stanley mấy năm nay không bị đuổi. So, oh no!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Rồi cuối cùng Stanley chết.
Good job, Stanley.
Hay lắm Stanley.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Ai cũng nghĩ mình có nhiều siêu năng lực. Kìa.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Ủa, biến
room.
mất.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hồi nãy mình tới cái phòng nào ta?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Phòng này
Wow.
phòng nghỉ nè.
Yes, this room. What a but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
I'm asking for her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Để chuộc
To
lỗi.
put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Thôi,
She's been waiting.
cô ấy đang đợi. Wait, what? Đây là cơ hội cuối cùng để mình chuộc tội. Đây không phải là về mình mà là về cô ấy. Cô ấy là ai? Người ấy là ai? Ai? Khoan đã. Hồi nãy mình đi qua đây tại sao mình không nhảy xuống cái phòng đó ta? Ơi, tôi đang thắc mắc tại cái đường đó. Cô ấy là ai? Cô ấy là ai? Tôi cũng đang tò mò là cái đường đó là nó đi đâu.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
No. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Hãy thừa nhận cái điều
The
đó.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Nó đang cố thuyết phục mình. Anh dẫn chuyện này đang cố thuyết phục mình là thiệt luôn á. Thiệt luôn là anh nghĩ tôi bên anh mà, tôi phe của anh mà. Tôi muốn dẫn anh một cái gì đó đẹp mà. Tại sao anh lại cứ cãi tôi nhờ?
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Đây điều quan trọng.
Stanley walked through the red door.
To the red door. Anh em biết tôi nghĩ tới cái điều gì không? Anh em còn nhớ trong cái phim ma trận không? Viên màu đỏ và viên màu xanh. Nếu mà chúng ta chấp nhận viên màu xanh, chúng ta sẽ phải ở lại không ta? Nhưng mà nếu chúng ta chấp nhận viên màu đỏ thì chúng ta ở đây có hai thứ, đó là một cái xe đẩy màu đỏ và có một cái thùng sơn màu xanh. Nó đại diện cho cái gì ta? Đại diện tôi chọn màu xanh.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door. Ép luôn rồi. Không. Ô kìa. Có cái phòng màu xanh nè.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Ông chửi mình rồi.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Cái gì đây?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Sparia 64128. Chỗ này ông chưa design. Replay your experience.
One? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a one? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Giờ tao phải làm gì bây giờ? Mày cho tao một điểm.
I guess it isn't my place to judge.
Đây không phải là lúc mà tao
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Đâu? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. What? What the hell? Oh my god! Is this you? What? 7 phút 37 giây. How long you take to get the correct door? Compete again the order Bruce Stanley Carey. Mình là 9328 trong mọi người trong thế giới. Fan list empty. What? Ông chửi mình kìa. Hay đây người skip intro. 3% người chọn cửa xanh. The dead rat is offline. Is it you? What the hell? Đi vô. Chửi quá chửi.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Hỏi. Ông chửi mình quá. Chửi hả? Này thì
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
ông có mẫu mới.
In
Ui,
this
what the
game,
hell?
The baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
No.
You heartless bastard.
Mày
Did
là một
you
tên
do
khốn
it
không
because
có
you
trái
hate
tim.
babies or purely to spite me?
Tại vì mày ghét
Because if it's
em
the
bé
latter,
đúng
well, I
không?
don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Ủa hả?
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Game gì nữa? Không cho mình game mới à?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Đây đâu còn là Stanley Parable nữa. À, tôi có một cái thời gian tôi đã từng chơi một con game đó tính là The Firewatch. Tôi từng chơi một con game đó tên là The Firewatch. Ủa tại sao cái này nó nhìn rất là y chang The Firewatch vậy? Y như là mình ở trên cái tòa tháp đó mà nè nè. The Volunteer as a Lookout nè. Y như là mình trong một cái tòa tháp để mà mình canh cháy rừng á. Oh my god. Don't cheat on me. Ủa, cái này là The Firewatch mà. Sao đi cho mình chơi game mới à? Oh my god. Nhưng mà con game đó tôi chơi lúc đó là tôi còn chưa có stream. Luôn cái máy tính laptop của tôi chơi trên laptop, tôi làm gì có máy tính mà chơi. Nhưng bây giờ tự nhiên lại có một cái con mình đang chơi Stanley Parable mà. Tại sao đây là
Oh no. No, it can't be.
No. Can't be, The Firewatch mà.
It is. It's an open world
Đây là
game.
game mở, thế
Good
giới mở
God,
mà.
quickly block it off.
Khóa lại.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
What the hell?
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Ông cho mình chơi game mới. Ôi!
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Game
Stanley,
design?
if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Mà lạc trong game này á. Ủa, con game này là Rocket League mà.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Con game này
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
Game này phi
Okay,
trên
Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Ui rồi. Tôi với bầu ở từng chơi con game này, tôi có stream rồi nè. Cùng nhà sản xuất à? Rocket League à? Lần đầu tiên mà mình được trải nghiệm với Rocket League đi bằng chân như thế này á. So what? Đeo anh á.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist,
Tao không
but
phải là người
if
thích chơi
one
game.
ball
Mày thích
generates a
không đúng không? Mày thích
certain
chơi game
amount
đúng
of
không? Tao
raw
tốn thời
adrenal
gian,
pleasure,
tao làm
then
game
surely
chi cho mày mà bây giờ
multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Oh, what the What the fuck? Người ta giận đấy. Người ta giận đấy.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a
Game.
real
Đây chắc là
video
video
game?
game à?
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's
Hết rồi.
right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am
Tao là người
structure.
làm
I'm your
game hả?
sense of purpose. And since you
Làm game
decided
có
you
mục đích
didn't want
mà.
to play
Nếu mày
my
muốn
game,
làm gì làm.
now
Mày
I
phải
don't
chơi
want
game
to
của
play
tao
with
chứ
you
không phải mày chơi
either.
game
So
khác.
goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See
đưa
how
rồi,
you
đây.
like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up
Mày
with
là thằng
something.
nhóc
After
vô
all,
bổ.
you're the one who knows best.
Mày là người
Take
biết tất cả.
care, Stanley.
Mày giỏi, mày là nhất. Ok. What the fuck? Giận á. Oh.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh. Mình đi đâu ấy? Oh my god.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh. Oh my god, this. What is this game? Oh my god! What the Mình đang ở đâu vậy? What the hell? Gì thế này? Mình đang ở đâu thế? Để tôi xíu. À, có đèn. Ồ. Ồ. Ai thế? Trời, có cái phòng có để có máy tính sáng thôi. À, 127 này. Camera. What? Bốn hai bảy. So.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
Kết thúc sẽ sớm
Very
thôi.
soon.
Sớm thôi.
I can wait.
Tao không thể đợi. What? Không có ổng thì coi như mọi thứ nó loạn hết. Ô. Ok.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Surname access. Awaiting input. Hả? Đang đợi bút gì vậy? Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
No.
door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ok.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Ok.
No, not the right.
What the hell?
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ok. Oh my god!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
What? Oh, what the hell?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did
No.
you move the story somewhere or...
Câu chuyện đi đâu rồi?
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the
Tao
story.
mày hỏi mày, tao là
It
người
was
viết câu
right here
chuyện.
just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come Stanley, let's find the story.
Find the story. Giờ tìm câu chuyện á. What the?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Restart
I
the
find
game
it
á.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ô, lần này không có thấy máy tính nào mở nhỉ? Access username asset.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Không có cửa
I
nào
might
luôn.
be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Trở lại à?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh my. Đâu thế?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
What?
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart.
Đi tặng lại nữa. Ta.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Oh. Aha.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Không phải phòng này. Ok. Like à? À. Đứa nào chơi bài vậy? Đứa nào chơi đến bài ấy.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Đi hồi sau ngược lại hay
Okay.
vậy.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Quất ớ. What the hell? What the No. Ủa sao một bài 88 rồi? Cái gì vậy?
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
What? Budget. Analyze. Personal. The fan. Oh my god, how could I be such a member that? Sao mình có thể nhớ được chứ? Nhớ? Nhớ what?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh my...
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you,
Ai bị
after
sa lãi
everything
vậy?
we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Kìa. Gì thế? Lại restart. Tao đi theo chỉ dẫn mà.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
What?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Cái like này nó điên luôn rồi. Nó đâm xuyên tường rồi. Oh my god.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Không, mình phải là đúng.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean,
What?
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bắt đầu thấy rối rồi đó.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nghe đi.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Gặp sếp rồi. Sếp đâu?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star
mình nói
field,
đúng
and
không?
it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh no. No.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Đây là câu chuyện của một người phụ nữ tên là Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? What the hell is that? Về một người phụ nữ Mariella. Bà đi, bà có lịch hề công việc. Thế là bà chợt nhớ, bà thấy có một người đàn ông bị điên té nằm đó, bà chết. Bà gọi ca xe cấp cứu. Bà cũng may mắn, bà nhìn lại là bà may mắn vì bà còn tỉnh, bà biết được bà đang làm gì.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ủa nhưng mà cái
What
phòng
could it
này,
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
nhưng mà cái phòng này phòng khác rồi.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Phòng của sếp nè.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Không có ai đây luôn.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Ồ. Ồ. What? Đâu thế?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh. Bao nhiêu vậy?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What the?
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
System power.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh my god. Ông cứ lại nhảy bên tai á. Bây giờ mình làm gì?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Quỷ Future Happiness Foundation.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Uầy, ông không nói gì nữa vậy?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ồ. What the? Cái gì vậy? Có phải là thanh niên dựng chuyện đang hát không vậy? Ủa, chuyện nào mới tới? What? What the đùa tao à?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking back. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Ok. Mình rush game mới nổi mà cả người dẫn chuyện không cho người dẫn chuyện nói nên bây giờ ông mở nhạc á thôi.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Lần này passing rồi nha, skip được cái.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Đối mặt với cái chết á. Chết chưa?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh no! Ah!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay. Ai nói chuyện vậy?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Chết ngay từ lúc bắt đầu á. What the? Office layout. Đoạn này mình từ từ mình đi nè. Đi này. Đi theo chỉ dẫn này. Đi này. Tới căn phòng hai đứa này. Corridor này. Căn phòng hai cửa này. Hai cái cửa. À, cái phòng mà có hai cái cửa là những cái phòng mà đầu tiên để mà trong cái Stanley Parable Design làm cho cái sự trở ngại đầu tiên khi mà cái phòng này được tạo ra. Phần còn lại của cái game thì nó chỉ cần thêm vào thôi. Filling cabinet chỉ cần mệt giờ thôi. Office computer, employee data, chỉ có vậy thôi hả? Ô, hết game rồi kìa. Cái tên sao? Ồ, Reddit kìa. Chà. Kevin writing như là người dẫn chuyện. À, game đơn giản nhưng có rất nhiều người. Stanley Parable 2013 team. À. Office lock. Port office. Quay. Port office tại sao có cái phòng này?
Kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental.
My control.
You being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
Ai nói chuyện vậy?
Stanley pushed the number 6. Stanley stood on the roof.
Navigator Outtake. Record. À, cái record ở đây.
Where were all of his co-workers?
Cái thư viện à. Reddit hay vậy ta. Ồ, có freedom ending nữa nè. À, freedom ending là trong cái game alpha. Computer death. Countdown death. Freedom ending này. Monitor room. Phòng gì đấy? Gen đính. Ồ, mình chết rồi, mình thua hả? Hết game hả? Trailer. Apartment. Cargo lift. Nhiều vậy? Nhiều vậy? Oh my god, nhiều vậy? Không bảo trì. Oh. Warzone. Warzone á. À, trong cái early development, phát triển early thì chúng tôi thiết kế ra cái ending nơi mà Stanley sẽ là end trong cái cuộc chiến với người ngoài hành tinh. Và cái game hành động sẽ bắt đầu chiến đấu với lại người ngoài hành tinh và cái kỷ nguyên cuộc chiến chống lại với lại người dẫn chuyện. Navigator email. Lao. Mình escape ra là mình xong game rồi đúng không? Ấy thật sự thì nó vừa nhìn 3D mà nhìn nó như bức tranh vậy ha. Nhìn như cái góc độ mà nhìn như nó hơi giống 3D nhưng thực ra không phải. Cái kiểu bức tranh 3D á. Chứ chắc sẽ không làm một cái phòng giống vậy, đâu. Nó sẽ rất là tốn. Nó rất là nặng. Nên họ sẽ làm cái kiểu mà nhìn vô thì tưởng nó là một căn phòng nhưng mà thật ra thì đó là 3D thôi. Bức tranh thôi, nhìn không? Nhìn giống như một bức tranh không? Mình có thể nhìn tất cả các vật dụng của nó là 3D. Hay thật. Nó sẽ đỡ giống như bức tranh này nè. Nhưng mà mình nhìn vô mình có thể thấy được tương tác với nó. Assist. Assist nè. Cười.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Cả hai đều muốn tự do à? Cái gì đây? Wow.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No.
Cả hai cần nhau à?
Not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Wow.
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Không có cách nào
As
để
long as
tấn
you
công.
move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Never easy, never easy. Oh. Begin the game again. Thôi chắc là chơi tới đây anh em. Cảm ơn anh em đã xem. Game nó hắc não quá. Ok, tạm biệt anh em nhé. See you again.